Welcome back to AI 500 with Arrow. This is Marshmallow Cup. Using an accurate windbreak fuse. Aim points bottom of the middle arrow on the left side of the basket. Top of the disc, just over the second Wi-Fi curve. And I was super happy to start with an ace on this run. Blueberry ace, I think more valuable than a sunshine ace, just because they're typically harder to get, but that's a pretty routine ace run. I like to go forehand glide skip Ballista Pro anytime I have a right to left wind. But in this case, I decided to do a backhand route. The split disc Anheuser. And I got a failed skip there, but a bonus roll. So I think, this leaves me with about 141 feet to go. So I was not feeling super hopeful about this, but I decided to pull back, and my spot there is about the halfway spot between the first and second Wi-Fi curves, about 150 feet, so I'm a little bit powered down from there, and then I'm playing the camera pan, hoping I can stick this. And when it went in just like I wanted, I was feeling super good about that clutch throw-in to keep the drive alive, especially when you're trying to do something like Catch Lonely Belgian's records. His personal best on this is 29 down, so wow. Definitely need every edge to catch him. So at max, this is basically a Blueberry, Sunshine, Oak Hill combo with varied layout. So maximum you can get 10 par 4s in this tournament if you get Blueberry 3 both times and Sunshine 5 both times. And you don't get either of the Oak Hill par 3s. So with this, I'm about splitting the middle of that second Wi-Fi curve. That's where the top of my accurate windbreak fuse. Nice. Another ace there. Pretty routine. I think everybody should have a line for Sunshine 1. Here I'm using my accurate windbreak fuse, and I like to leave the aim point as is, but slide her all the way to the right. I think I have a little bit too much power on this. Did I? Oh, that was pretty close. That's a touchy one with the musket, but it's definitely gettable. If I have a 2 tail on this, I might disc down to an accurate windbreak river, and maybe I can show you guys that one in a different video. But pretty good so far. I mean, 2 aces, and I hit the only par 4. So now when I play this, I use the over the top line, but right there I was using the Likely Ballista Pro, and it's the bottom of the bottom arrow aimed at the bottom of the blue bubble. That was my line there. And then pretty routine tap in. And that's to snake through the trees. I found you can actually use the over the top line with a 1 headwind. I don't know if you can use it with a 2 headwind here. So a little unlucky here. I didn't get, I mean, if you think about it, there are 7 par 4s in Oak Hill. So to get one of the par 3s sucks. But, whatever. Especially this one's much harder to ace than Oak Hill 2. I don't think I've ever aced this still. I've come very close, but no good. So just trucking along. Finally starting to get some par 4s. With 3 tailwind, I'm still going to use the Glide Skip Ballista Pro, but I'm going to switch to a forehand. I think I was thinking about maybe doing a backhand shot here. Is that what I ended up doing? So my spot here is the bottom of the top arrow, just above that little bush in between these 2 trees, this thinner tree on my left and the bigger tree on the right. And that ended up working out just great. I think I decided to try to go for the albatross run there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it's possible. I think Johnny's gotten it, but you probably need a very specific wind, a very specific line. Yeah, I actually overshot the basket there. My comebacker. So treating this kind of like a 70-foot putt, maybe like 65 feet, since it got the 3 wind. I knew it was going to get some lift. Did I develop the roller line yet? Okay, so I go forehand. No, okay, yeah, so I did decide to do the roller line here. This is with a Roll Glide Ballista, not my... This is before I had my pink and purple Glide Roll Ballista Pro. It's a pretty similar line idea. But this one just sneaks through all three of those trees and both rocks. That was a mad lucky line. I have a much more reliable line that you can check out on Hill to Hill now. Much more reliable roller shot than that just was right there, but I'm glad it worked out. And that'll close me out with a 15 under on round 1. So with 2 aces, I did get lucky though with getting Blueberry 3 and Sunshine 5 both times. So it only could have been sweeter if I had gotten another Oak Hill par 4 to be able to eagle. So here my aim spot's the bottom of the top arrow. I've got a kind of split disc hyzer on that, and it's not going to do it. I think now I like to try to find a line where I can just do a straight pullback, but this is still, by my view, I don't know why, this didn't used to be the most difficult one to ace run, but lately I feel like I've been struggling with this one most in Sunshine. So here I think I'm doing a similar thing, bottom arrow to the right of the bottom of the blue bubble. And I'm using the Light Glide Ballista Pro. I'm doing kind of what I consider like a full disc anhyzer to get around those trees. Meaning that the right side of the green spotlight, yellow spotlight when you do the pullback, I think it's green, is on the left side of the disc. So that's what I mean by full disc anhyzer. Treating this almost like a 95-foot putt, because I find that in the lower winds, like the one wind, you're just not going to get as much lift, so you kind of need to go more power rather than less. I might do the accurate windbreak river here. Yeah, so bottom of the bottom arrow to the bottom of the blue bubble, slider all the way to the right, and then I put not enough hyzer on this, but that one's touchy. Anytime you get a 1 or a 2 wind, you got to get like just the right amount of hyzer for it to work. So I actually think the accurate windbreak Musket is a more reliable ace run here. And then a pretty routine comebacker. Yeah, so I got that, kind of lucky there. I got Sunshine 5 both times, and you can definitely, in playing Marshmallow Cup, there are times where you can not get it at all. So here I have the bottom line right on the crest of the hill there, accurate windbreak Musket, and now I try a line where I just don't move the initial aim point at all. So then I'm going to try to play the camera pan, always using the bottom of the top band for my throw-ins. And you can see I'm kind of eyeballing about the width of the Wi-Fi curve. That's where the top of the disc was right there when I released. And I have all sorts of little bags of tricks for throw-ins and other scenarios. So here I'm taking a kind of dangerous line, backhand line with a Glide Skip Ballista Pro. A little bit more than split disc anhyzer. And I probably should have put a little bit more, but you can see I get lucky, and it leaves me with a makeable throw-in instead of ending up, if I had hit one of those trees, that would have been game over on that drive. I would have had an almost impossible throw-in here. Kind of treating this more like a 120-foot throw-in. When you end up on the other side of that hill, it's more of an uphill shot. So that's one of those situations where you can become aware of where there's inclines or where you're shooting downhill. Normal left bottom spot of the rock there, full send with a glide wind recoil. I'm always doing this in most winds. If I get like a 2 or a 3 crosswind from right to left, I'll move it more to like the bottom of the middle of the rock. But that tends to be my go-to spot for this hole, for Oak Hill 7. So this was a good run. I got the 3 par 4s there, and that was helpful. So now I'm hoping that I'm going to get Blueberry 3 in this batch, or that I can spike a Blueberry ace. But pretty good run so far. Accurate windbreak river here, and I like to snake it over the trees. I know this is possible to hit. I think I've hit this one time, so it's not a super consistent run, but if you miss the line with the accurate windbreak river, then you're almost never in danger of being behind any trees, so you have an easy comebacker for the birdie there. one of the worst holes to get probably in a blueberry run on Marshmallow Cup. This one, conversely, is one of the best holes to get in a marshmallow run. Still using the bottom and the middle arrow for that aim point. And I had just about the right power. And I tend to err on the side of undershooting this so that the comebacker is a little bit more manageable, especially in a 3-wind. I'd rather hit the top band or gauge even, and not very frequently going to get like a roll into the water or something there. And again, I'm kind of generally chasing Lonely Belgian's records here, so trying everything in my power to hit every opportunity. So accurate windbreak river here. I'm kind of on a horizontal line with the bottom of the blue bubble. And then the top of the disc is like in the middle of the second Wi-Fi curve there. And that one was, man, so close. It's just getting really, really close to closing out the second round with a 14 under. And then, you know, with a routine comebacker here. So, yeah, I guess I posted a 15 and a 13 under for a 28. That's one behind the official leaderboard for this course. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And next up for you guys will be Blueberry Clash.